Spending a decade in United States really taught me one very important thing. And it is that your channel is not your channel or your startup is not your startup. It's basically your mindset which is being reflected. Somewhere how we conduct our life on day-to-day basis, what kind of perspective we have, how important are people for us. And that's why it's very important for us to understand the obstacles which we have to overcome if we need the right kind of mindset. So let's deep dive into all these obstacles one by one. And now there is no chronology to any of these obstacles, and they have to be overcome daily basis. So let's get into the first one. We are going to talk about temptation. Now when we are saying temptation, what we are trying to say is that, let's say you decide on a niche for your channel, saying that, okay, I'm only going to talk about food and recipes, or let's say I'm going to only talk about automobiles. Initially you're very focused and you start making videos on food or automobiles. And then eventually what happens is, because there are very less views initially, we might tend to feel a bit dejected, and we will start seeing many other topics emerging around us. Some of them are very current and very hot. For example, something like election. And you will tend to feel that, okay, everybody is talking about election. Even the audience is looking for topics on election. Let me stop making videos about food and let me divert myself to election. And that's the mistake we make. We get into something which is not our niche and we start making videos on that. What happens is we send mixed signals to the audience. The audience is a bit confused now. What kind of channel do we have? Or what is our business idea we are really pitching about? And that's why we want to ensure that we are very focused on our niche. And we're also going to talk about how we are going to decide on the niche. Because it's very important that you take a niche which is around your strength. Because initially when you will have less views, you will need something which can encourage you, and your passion will keep encouraging you to keep on making videos or keep on working towards your startup idea. And that's why it's very important for you to focus on something. Make your niche something which you like and something which you are passionate about. And if you really are keen on having a current topic, a hot topic, what you can do is you can rather integrate. For example, my niche is about mental health, self-development. Now what I did was, I took one of the topics of election, saying that parties have manifesto. Do you have a family manifesto as well? Similarly, one of those Pune Porsche case which was going on. Now I didn't take that Pune Porsche case, I rather took that element of speed of life and made a video on that. So probably what we can do is we can rather integrate that current topic into our niche. For example, if you are having like food or automobile, as the examples we have taken, what you can do is, what kind of food or what kind of recipes the member of parliament prefer, or probably what are the food habits generally a minister of your state has, or probably what kind of car do members of parliament prefer to travel in. Now let's get on to the second one, comparison. When you will be posting your videos and you will be seeing less views, at the same time you will be coming across many videos which has like maybe thousands of views and millions of subscribers. If that inspires you, it's great. But probably if it disappoints you or discourages you, then somewhere you have started comparing yourself to that other person. As humans, we feel that we want to compare, and it's all right to compare. Then probably the only person you should compare yourself with is you, your past. Once you start comparing yourself with your past, you will see the kind of results which you have been giving. For example, before 3 months, I was on 20 subscribers. Now I have 1000 plus subscribers. Now that gives me a sense of encouragement to keep on going. And that's why it's necessary for yourself to give you that push. Maybe some of the other platforms which had like no impressions, now it has like 3000 plus impressions, and then 10,000 more plays and 5,000 views. So probably seeing yourself from that perspective, where you were a week ago, or 15 days ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, probably that will give you the required push rather than comparing yourself with somebody else. Now let's deep dive into the third one. The third one we are going to talk about is mirror. Whenever we tend to see a mirror, what happens is we end up either criticizing ourselves or being self-obsessed. Now both are dangerous. Let's say if you are being self-obsessed, what will happen is you will stop taking feedback. You will become stubborn about it because you feel that what you have created is ultimate. At the same time, you don't want to criticize yourself too much, because what will happen is you will be so discouraged that you will stop taking next steps. And that's why it's very important for you to have a rational mind and really think what is good for your startup, what is good for your channel, and accordingly decide what you might want to go for. The next one we are going to talk about is time element. And initially we are really going to feel that we are putting a lot of time in and the output is really low. For example, for me to make a 1-minute video, it takes around 4 hours, because I write my own script, I record myself, I do all the editing myself, and I do the posting. So hell lot of things when you are doing yourself, it's going to take some time, and naturally you might feel that initially, because of the learning curve, you might want to do it yourself to get really your hands on. And that's why somewhere you will start feeling discouraged that the amount of time which you are giving, the input which is going and the output which is coming out may not equal. And in that scenario, remember, if you have chosen passion as your niche, somewhere you're going to end up inspiring someone. Doesn't matter even if the person is from the other field. As far as you're going to follow your passion, remember, passionate people always inspire people. Also remember that you are functioning from a multi-purpose point of view and not making content creation as the only goal. You might want to also go for speaking engagements, or probably engaging with your audience in multiple ways. The next one we are going to talk about is growth mindset. And what I mean by growth mindset is very simple: performing today better than yesterday, and maybe performing tomorrow better than today. And that's all. And that's super important, because every single day you will keep on learning new things, and you might want to implement that as soon as you are learning those, so that you will be able to see your own development and probably get more encouragement from that. Now, these are the 5 obstacles we really might want to start focusing on so that our channel sees the traction. If you have liked this video, make sure you share, subscribe, and follow this channel. Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you guys.